Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. Justice League from the early 2000s is considered one of the best superhero cartoons ever made. It is a great cartoon, and one I enjoy rewatching from time to time. Even though I think the show deserves all the praise it gets, I always thought of Justice League as a flawed masterpiece. The sequel show, Justice League Unlimited, is, in my opinion, superior. Maybe someday I'll do a video explaining why I feel this way, but for right now, I want to focus on one particular episode from Justice League, Twilight. Is it worth watching? Let's find out. Darkseid sent his general, Steppenwolf, to find the anti-life equation. The problem is that the sector Steppenwolf goes into is the territory of New Genesis, a planet that has been at war with Apocalypse for who knows how many years. This is a clear violation of a treaty the two planets have. In response, Highfather, leader of New Genesis, sends Steppenwolf's ship crashing into Apocalypse. He then tells Darkseid that if he violates the treaty again, New Genesis won't show any mercy. Boy, if that's being merciful, I would hate to see what New Genesis does when the gloves come off. As they begin to rebuild, the Sod criticizes Darkseid for sending Steppenwolf on that mission. Darkseid kills him in response. Boy, some people don't take criticism very well. Afterwards, a ship arrives, and Darkseid knows it's bad news. It's the Sod's family, and they brought their lawyers to sue Darkseid for the unlawful death of the Sod. Just kidding, it's Brainiac. Darkseid uses his boom tube to go to the watchtower. Superman immediately attacks him. He hits him so hard that the tower starts to shake. Fearing that he would knock the tower out of orbit, Batman has Wonder Woman and the Martian Manhunter restrain Superman. Darkseid explains that Brainiac has arrived on Apocalypse. Brainiac is a Kryptonian robot who goes from planet to planet, collecting their knowledge, then destroys it. Superman is unsympathetic, but Darkseid tells him that Brainiac would just go after another planet after destroying Apocalypse. Before going any further, I should give some backstory. On Superman the Animated Series, Superman had encountered Darkseid many times. Once he tried to take over the Earth, and nearly succeeded. The only reason why he failed is because Highfather placed the Earth under his protection, meaning that any act of aggression would be a violation of their treaty. Darkseid agrees to leave, but not before killing Dan Turpin for standing up to him. Dan Turpin was a friend of Superman, and the Man of Steel does not take his death very well. Afterwards, Darkseid tried to find ways of taking over the Earth without directly attacking. Once he tried to have a comet hit the Earth, and Superman and Supergirl had to stop it. In the two-part episode, Legacy, Darkseid captured Superman and had Granny Goodness brainwash him. Darkseid then had Superman attack the Earth. The episode ends with the Man of Steel losing everyone's trust. Yeah, they made it clear that there was going to be long-term problems for Superman as a result of Darkseid's meddling. How did he win back everyone's trust? That's the thing. The show was cancelled before they could resolve it. While not the most positive note to end the series on, Legacy did offer hope for Superman's future. Both Lois and Jimmy are still loyal to him. Still, it would have been nice if the show had lasted longer to give some closure. Justice League never explains how Superman won back the Earth's trust, but the show makes it clear it wasn't easy for him. Some, like Professor Hamilton, still don't trust him. Superman's reaction to Darkseid's problem is understandable. How do his teammates react? Well, the others are shocked by his apathy. Batman has a little talk with the Man of Steel. I'm going to read to you his exact words. We know he used you, humiliated you, brainwashed you, wound you up like a toy soldier, and turned you loose against the earth. Cry me a river. Oh, blow it out your ass, Batman. You have some nerve to say that to Superman, when the reason you became a superhero is because Joe Chill killed your parents right in front of your eyes. That one event has left a lot of long-term problems for you. You want Superman to get over what Darkseid did to him? Why don't you lead by example and get over what Joe Chill did to you? Give up being Batman and live a normal life. Not willing to do that? Then you shouldn't tell anyone they should. Boy, that felt really great to get that off my chest. The others voice Batman's concerns, saying if Darkseid isn't lying, then they should stop Brainiac before he attacks other planets. I think they could just let Darkseid suffer and go after Brainiac later, but I digress. Superman thinks Darkseid has a hidden agenda. This shows that Superman isn't basing his misgivings entirely on what happened to him. He agrees to help out Darkseid, but only if Batman and Wonder Woman go to New Genesis to secure their help, in case it's a trap. To make a long story short, it was a trap. You guys really should have listened to Superman. He has actual experience with Darkseid. Before going on, I need to give you guys some backstory on the treaty Apocalypse and New Genesis have. As I said earlier, the two planets had been at war with each other. To end the war, Highfather and Darkseid decide to exchange sons as a peace treaty. There's a funny scene where Batman admits to Wonder Woman he thinks it's a weird treaty, and I agree. Anyway, Orion is the son of Darkseid. Justice League never states who Highfather's son is. For the longest time, I thought it was Caliban, since Darkseid doesn't think too highly of him. It turns out Caliban is in fact Darkseid's son, making him Orion's brother. It turns out that Highfather's son is Mr. Miracle. He only makes a cameo appearance at the end of this episode. There is an episode in Justice League Unlimited that explores what it was like to grow up on Apocalypse. It's one of my personal favorite episodes. With all that out of the way, let's get back to the story. Batman and Wonder Woman explain the situation to Highfather. Orion is willing to help out, but Highfather isn't. He's worried that any interference from New Genesis would be a violation of their treaty. Orion points out that Darkseid is a constant threat, and should be taken out. Although Highfather agrees, he remembers all too well the bloody war between the two planets. I really like this scene. The writers treat both characters with dignity and respect when it comes to a complex question. It would have been easy to portray Orion as a warmonger or Highfather as a hippie, but the writers treat it like a legitimate debate. Both sides make valid points, and to be honest, it's hard to say who's right. Orion is right that Darkseid is always going to be a threat to peace. It seems like a no-brainer to take him out. But Highfather is the leader of New Genesis, and he has to think about their treaty. Darkseid hasn't technically violated it. If he sends troops to take him out, Highfather would not only be violating their treaty, but putting the lives of his people in danger. This is way better than the scene where the Justice League act like Superman was being petty, even though he had a good reason to not want to help Darkseid. Highfather decides to consult the Source, which is basically their god, before he makes any decisions. He orders Orion to not do anything until he's done. Orion doesn't listen. As they follow him, Batman tells Wonder Woman she should hit him the next time he lets Superman take charge. If Superman hadn't taken charge, all of you most likely would have been dead. Darkseid would have conquered the Earth and New Genesis. If you ask me, Batman, Wonder Woman should hit you the next time you dismiss Superman's concerns with trusting a murderous dictator. Darkseid backstabs Brainiac by changing his program to obey him. He uses Brainiac to attack New Genesis. Highfather orders everyone to evacuate. Orion, Batman, and Wonder Woman arrive to help Hawkgirl and the Martian Manhunter. While Orion fights Darkseid, Batman and Wonder Woman destroy the controls that are attacking New Genesis. This also releases Superman from captivity. But this is going to cause the asteroid they're on to blow up. They evacuate, but Superman stays behind to fight Darkseid. When he realizes what Superman's doing, Batman calls him an idiot and goes after him. Superman didn't even want to do this in the first place. If anyone's the idiot, it's you, Batman. Darkseid beats Orion pretty badly. Superman shows up and decides to fight him. The Man of Steel has no intention on going easy on Darkseid. He even states that he intends on beating him to death. Superman nearly succeeds until Batman shows up and uses Mother Box to teleport him and Superman out of there. I have two problems with this scene. One, why does Batman feel that Superman needs saving? He was clearly winning the fight. He most likely would have survived the explosion because he's Superman. Two, Batman doesn't even grab hold of Orion when he activates Mother Box. Orion is more likely to get killed by the explosion. The only reason he goes with them is because Mother Box just happens to suck him up. Does Batman not care what happens to him? The episode ends with everyone from New Genesis safe. Batman assures Superman that there's no way Darkseid could have survived the explosion. Superman delivers a great retort by saying, "You know something, Bruce? you're not always right. Ouch. Need a little ointment for that burn, Batman? Anyway, much like the show, Twilight is a flawed masterpiece. It does a great job at showing the worlds and characters from Jack Kirby's Fourth World saga. They do a great job at capturing his art style, and the characters are interesting. It's obvious that the creators of the show have a great deal of respect for Jack Kirby. Right now, I'm currently reading the Fourth World saga because of this episode. The fight scenes are great. But then again, I love all the fight scenes on Justice League. I also love how they show the events of Legacy had a deep effect on Superman. But at the same time, I love how his choice to not help Darkseid isn't entirely based on his humiliation. Superman has had the most encounters with Darkseid, and it shows he understands him better than anyone else in the Justice League. The debate between Highfather and Orion is my favorite part. Both make good points, and the show never treats one or the other as being completely wrong or right. This leads me to what I didn't like about Twilight. The way the others treat Superman's reluctance to help Darkseid. None of them offer a good reason to help him out, nor do they offer a reason why they should believe him. Batman basically telling Superman to get over it comes off as hypocritical, given his own backstory. I know Batman isn't the most sensitive guy in the world, but he comes off a little too cold to what happened to Superman. Not to mention what Darkseid did to Superman is a good reason not to trust him. The Martian Manhunter does later admit that Superman had been right all along, but he never tells him that. Heck, nobody else acknowledges that Superman was right. Batman simply acts like he was a moron. I do admit I love how Superman puts him in his place in the end. I just wish the show had more moments like that. Maybe it isn't perfect, but Twilight is still worth watching. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.